Imagine a common root vegetable that's been sitting on supermarket shelves for thousands of years. It's added to salads, borscht, and juices. Most people consider it just a vegetable. But what if it conceals a natural mechanism capable of influencing blood circulation just a few hours after consumption? Today we'll talk about beets, their nitrates, and why so many myths have arisen around this vegetable. Some claim that beets act faster than medications. Others believe that doctors deliberately conceal their incredible properties. Where is the truth, and where is the exaggeration? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The most underrated vegetable. For centuries, beets have been used as food and a medicinal plant. The ancient Greeks offered them as a gift to the gods. Roman legionnaires ate beets before arduous campaigns. In the Middle Ages, they were considered a means of maintaining strength and endurance. However, true scientific interest only arose in the late 20th century. Researchers noticed a strange pattern. After drinking beetroot juice, many people experienced improved blood flow and physical performance. At first, this seemed random. But then the experiments began to be repeated again and again. Chapter 2. What are nitrates? When people hear the word nitrates, many immediately imagine dangerous chemicals. However, nitrates are found in almost all vegetables. They are especially abundant in beets, spinach, arugula, celery, lettuce. The most amazing thing is that the human body has learned to use nitrates for its own benefit. After entering the body, they undergo a long chain of transformations. Nitrates are converted into nitrites. Nitrites are converted into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is one of the most important molecules for vascular health. Chapter 3. The molecule that changed medicine. In the 1980s, scientists made a discovery that revolutionized cardiology. They discovered that nitric oxide can relax blood vessel walls. A Nobel Prize was awarded for this discovery. When blood vessels dilate, blood flows more easily. Tissues receive more oxygen. The heart works more easily. Resistance to blood flow decreases. In fact, the body has its own system for regulating blood vessels, and nitrates from beets help this system function more efficiently. Chapter 4. Why the effect can appear within a few hours. This is where the main sensation begins. After drinking concentrated beetroot juice, nitric oxide levels can increase within 2 to 3 hours. In other words, the effect really does occur quickly. Some studies have shown improved blood flow within just one day. This is why athletes often use beetroot juice before competitions. It can improve muscle performance and slightly enhance endurance. This fact has given rise to the loud claims that beets act faster than medications. Chapter 5. But is it really faster than medications? This is where things get interesting. If a person takes medications to control blood pressure, heart failure, or other serious conditions, comparing them to beets is inaccurate. Medicines undergo years of testing. Their dosages are known. Their effects are predictable. Beets, on the other hand, act more gently and subtly. Yes, the effect may begin quickly, but the strength of this effect is significantly weaker than that of specialized medications. Therefore, it's wrong to say that beets replace medications. Chapter 6. Why then does the internet say the opposite? The answer is very simple. A catchy headline gets more views. Beets can slightly improve vascular function sounds boring. Beets are stronger than pills sounds sensational. Therefore, real scientific data often turns into exaggerated stories. Chapter 7. Athletes and the secret of endurance. In the early 2000s, scientists began actively studying beetroot juice in athletes. The results were interesting. Some participants experienced an increase in time to fatigue, improved oxygen delivery, a decrease in energy expenditure during exercise. The effect was especially noticeable among sports enthusiasts. Therefore, beetroot juice quickly became popular among runners, cyclists, and triathletes. Chapter 8. Can beets lower blood pressure? Numerous studies have shown that regular beet consumption can indeed slightly lower blood pressure in some people. The mechanism is again linked to nitric oxide. Blood vessels become more relaxed. Blood flows more easily. But it's important to understand the scale of the effect. This isn't a magical cure. It's just one factor in a healthy lifestyle. Chapter 9. Why doctors don't hide beets. Now let's address the main myth. If beets are so beneficial, why don't doctors tell every patient about them? Actually, they do. Most cardiologists and nutritionists have long recommended eating more vegetables, including beets. The problem is different. A doctor is obligated to give recommendations that have been proven effective for a specific condition. If a patient has severe hypertension, a doctor can't stop treatment and say, drink beetroot juice. That would be dangerous. That's why doctors use a scientific approach, not sensationalism. Chapter 10. Who should be cautious? Despite its benefits, beets are not suitable for everyone. Caution is needed for people with certain types of kidney stones, with severe kidney disease, with a strong tendency to form oxalate stones. Beetroot juice may also temporarily tint urine and stool a reddish color. This is normal and usually harmless. Chapter 11. Maximizing the benefits of beets. To preserve more nutrients, eat beets regularly. Combine them with other vegetables. Don't rely on it as your sole source of health. Use it as part of a balanced diet. Many studies have used beetroot juice, specifically because it contains a high concentration of natural nitrates. Conclusion. So, does beetroot work faster than medications? Partially, yes. Some effects of nitrates can indeed appear within a few hours of consumption. But does this mean beetroot is more powerful than modern medications? No. It's a healthy vegetable with interesting physiological effects, not a miracle cure, and doctors aren't hiding anything. They're simply distinguishing between real scientific data and loud internet myths. Perhaps the most surprising conclusion lies elsewhere. Sometimes the most interesting. Mechanisms of health are hidden not in expensive jars or exotic supplements, but in ordinary foods that many people pass by for years, unaware of the complex biochemistry hidden within the humble beetroot.